patch 1.019, the Grand Jubilee has finally hit into our system mail. So I'm going to go through it all the way down so you guys can understand what is coming. And I'm not going to lie, I've already had a quick brief run through and I am loving this patch. This is the one thing that I was telling you guys to hold on to your regeneration pots and for your war pet stuff, because guess what? There's some good changes coming to those war pet system. Hello, smash that like, comment and subscribe for more daily Call of Dragons content. And yes, we're here in Belleron. We found obviously the Frost Forge in the background. I thought I'd start off the video really nicely with this, but patch 1.019 has finally been put into our mails, and as you can see, it says on the 21st of the 9th, which is 1 week from today's video recording. This is done as soon as and uploaded for you guys. So in here we have a load of stuff to cover, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys are gonna enjoy it. So the first one straight away, the Colourful Garden Party Holiday event. This event has a load of stuff to do, but one of the main ones is number 2 straight away. You can potentially win a new free city skin. We don't know what this city skin is yet, but there is a new potential city skin on the horizon for you guys. So just keep an eye out obviously for more information when we get maybe a picture or something of the new city skin, and we'll be able to showcase that for you guys. Here as well, we've got some other extra events like the Lucky Ball Machine, as well as the Everything Must Go event. I actually really like the Everything Must Go event. It's a really good event for the Goblin Merchant. If I remember, this is how it works. It allows you to buy stuff in the merchant shop, and every time you buy something, all the others on the row gets cheaper and cheaper. So you can get some really cheap stuff if you get some really good rolls. So really cool little event there. We've got the Celestial Battlegrounds coming back as well as Veil Society quiz, which is basically a nice little quiz one again with Valen. So loads of new events coming for this holiday event, with the bounty hunt here to finish things off. The calendar will showcase all of these event times when they are coming up, so don't worry, you can keep checking out on your event calendar and you'll know when all of this is coming out. But just a reminder, 21st of this month, 7 days from now, this patch should be live on the channel. But then we're going into section 2, which is the exciting season stories. So here is just a nice little roundup. Basically, you are able to now go to chapters 3 and 4 of the story and finish the whole story of season 2 of Belleron and understand what is going on, and hopefully get maybe a little bit inside knowledge on maybe potential future of the Call of Dragons lore and gameplay. But one important part in this is the number 2 section again on exciting season stories that you need to pay attention about. So as season 2 does finish of the Icebound Oath, as you can see, the Covenantal Offerings event will begin in the Augustone progress to a certain point. This means players in season 2 can contribute resources to rebuild the Gate of Promises, opening the door to the next season. The fate of the World Tree is in your hands. So this is very interesting because this might be something very similar to, again, like the KVK or the beginning of KVK kind of style in Rise of Kingdoms. But the way I am reading this is the fact that we finish this season and maybe our own alliance in the server, we then build, our new Gate of Promise, and that means we want to go into the next season straight away and fight, and maybe the other alliances don't build it, and then they don't go into that, and they can delay themselves, right? So there's a load of stuff that potentially could be happening. This is, again, just the first ever look at this little exciting stories area. So that's just my little speculation there. I'd love to hear your comments below on this, because this new little conventional area is going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. But we've got some really cool stuff here, and this is where we add in the nice little cosmetics, as well as they've added some extra little quality of life changes to you guys. So they've improved, and this is the one I love the most. I'm not going to lie. I love this one the most. It's point 1. They've improved the behavior of rallied armies. Back in the day, this is the old school, back in beta, when we was only in server 4, we did get to test this out, and I'm actually happy to see that they're bringing it back. So the way this new rallied army system is going to work is basically if you are in a rally and the enemy, you know, blocks it with their marchers and surrounds it, so it's intercepted and it can't move, which allows them to send a rally to kill it. What ends up happening now is, guess what? This rally is going to attack you back. Yes, it's going to hit back, and it's going to hit back hard. And we used to have some nasty footage of this, and if I can try and dig it out, I will try and dig it out and put it on. But if I don't, I do apologize. But you'll be able to see this in the game in some days anyway. But it is so nasty. Some of these absolute brutal AoE damage moves that you got to hit when your rally has got to hit back. So a really cool little change here. I do like this. It stops people from blocking your rallies, and it makes them actually pay attention, right? Otherwise they're going to take a bunch of wounds. But now, as you can see in the point 2, this is the cool one. They've introduced better basically unit look. So all your units, swordsman, knight, you can see them all there. Tiers 1, 2, some of them are 3, 4, and 5 as well. It just depends on the units, but all of the units now are looking different, meaning you should be able to, on the field, look at that unit and tell that's a tier 5 unit, that's a tier 4 unit, that's a tier 1, 3, or 2. So you should be able to easily distinguish what those units are. So nice, easy little change there. I really like that. They've updated the beast spawn zones, which is really good here. And this is one of the first changes they've added to the war pets. And there's more below, which is really, really good to look forward to. But whenever the new level 25 beast unlock through that Augustone event, well, they allow all those level 25s to actually spawn anywhere. So this is zone 1, 2, or 3, and not specifically potentially only zone 3, where it is currently running in the game, right? This might be just a little error on their half, and they're just maybe just fixing it right now, right? So just a nice little change there that you can capture 25 level pets all around the world, so keep an eye on that. And then what the last little area in here is, they've changed the ceasefire period in the early seasonal event. So if you don't know what this is, it's when you drop into season 2 for the first time. We had basically a 48 hours, 2 days of pure just, you know, ceasefire. You couldn't kill anyone, you couldn't do anything, right? And what they've done here is they've actually increased the amount of time. It doesn't specify how long here, but they are increasing the amount of time, as well as when you are in this, legions cannot intercept other legions while ceasefire is active, meaning you don't have to worry about any of your marchers, you know, blocking each other. You know, they'll happily get to the location that you are wanting to go to. So really interesting change here. You know, it's just really interesting. Obviously they've put this ceasefire in. It might be good, who knows, but it just allows basically any of the alliances, I'm just going to say it straight, you know, if you're the first alliance to drop down that's your fortress in a good position and build it first, you're already going to be ahead of any of the other competition, because it means you're already starting to build flags. So you can technically start building flags and block off different locations from your enemies. So I wonder what they're going to do. It's going to be interesting to see. Hopefully this might be a positive change for PvP, but again, we won't know because I've already gone through the ceasefire. This will be a change for you guys in the future that are already still in Season 1 looking into Season 2. So just be aware of this change. And then this is where a lot of the best stuff comes in. So point 4 is the smoother route of prosperity, and I do think it is. And if you've enjoyed so far my breakdown of this patch 1.019 that does come out in 7 days, which is the 21st of this month, just remember, smash a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me massively every single time that we do one of these videos, and it shows the support that you guys enjoy these and you enjoy the videos themselves, you know, because if you don't enjoy it, there's no point in me making these videos, you know? So let's go and carry on. We've got the part 1, 2, and 3, and these are all really good little new systems. So they've improved the war pet regeneration system here, and it's a really good one. They've basically added a brand new sort of pity system in this game. So war pets are now guaranteed to be either epic or legendary after a certain number of regenerations. This number will be displayed on that regeneration page. So when you hit regenerate, you'll be able to see at the top corner, hopefully, the pity meter going up if you are hitting it, right? So once you've hit this, a pop-up will appear to confirm your choice when choosing to regenerate and receiving either the epic or legendary. So you can avoid, obviously, accidentally losing those pets in the future. So a really good little change there. So if you're looking already, save those regeneration pots because you can be using them in the future, and that's what I'm going to be doing already. I am already stacking up all my regeneration pots from releasing pets from now all the way to next week. And on top of that, obviously we get the weekly reset with 20 regeneration pots. So just save them and save them until you get this change implemented into your account. So really good little change there. They've improved as well the Merit Store. Merit Store now has a new regeneration potion item that will be added to the Merit Store every single day, as well as a new War Pet skill card will also be added to the shop every single day. So there's new daily and weekly skill cards that you're going to be able to buy here, which is really cool, and these are going to be available, as you can see, after certain Augustone progress milestones have been reached, because you might get all the really basic common ones at the start of the season, and if you are at the end of the season, as you know, you're completing that Augustone progress, the more rarer and valuable items are going to occur, so you're going to get some better ones. So just remember how this mechanic works. It's going to be interesting to see, but it's nice to see that they're adding more ways of us to actually get these skill cards, right? Because there's not that many ways at the moment, apart from obviously just capturing, releasing those pets. Updated Crystal Store. The items on sale at the Crystal Store have been updated. All items apart from the legendary hero tokens have been changed into larger quantities of valuable 3-star war pet skill cards. So that is going to be, again, a very interesting one, because basically this is, I think what they're talking about, the Crystal Store here, is the Yggdrasil Crystal Store. This is basically at the end of the season, I believe they're talking about here. I could be wrong. Maybe someone in the comments could, you know, clarify that. But that's what I believe. That's what this change is. So we might see it in the future. But then they've obviously added improved war pet icons and talent icons. They've improved scout reports. So now when you do a scout, it'll show the artifacts and war pets equipped properly on the enemy legions. They've also done it so on the garrison, if you're doing a garrison or rally, the war pets equipped by the garrison is now shown on that screen too, as well as the war pets information. So sources of those regeneration pots, you know, the ones that everyone needs to keep re-rolling those pets from the basic greens and blues into a legendary or even an epic pet. What you're going to be able to do now, as you can see, there's going to be new ways on that regeneration screen to display new ways of getting these actual regeneration pots. They also added new animation effects on the skill screen when you're learning new skills, which is really cool to see. And when the war pet training screen now shows your war pet as the calculated attributes, which is a very important one. So it shows you what you're actually getting calculated wise. Is it better or not? So I do want to see how much of this change is going to, you know, change the way you know, accept or abandon a pet in the future. The war pet closure expansion screen now shows the items you currently have and how many you require. So that's, again, really interesting to see. But I wonder what it's going to do, because, again, I have so many of these purple bucks, I just cannot use them. So I wonder what that is going to do. But then we've got the last little sections here. More enjoyable events. They've adjusted the Dragon Trials. Really cool. Added more rewards and players who have been completing those events on the Dragon Trials quest line. So instead of just being this rank order, you know, the fastest wins, they've put some extra basically, you know, quests to complete. Once you complete them, you're going to get some extra rewards for doing it. So really cool to do. And then this is the one I think a lot of players are going to be happy about. The new custom mode for Lucky Spin and Strongest Lord events. You can now choose the hero you want as the reward for these events. This mode is only enabled at the end of the season. See the details for opening times. So what this is basically, as you guys know, at the end of every single season here, what the game does is you have, you know, your first wheel of the season, so it could have been Kanara, then you might have had like a Madeline wheel, and then at the end of the season, normally it's like a universal wheel, and it might come once or twice, even more sometimes, and it's just a useless wheel you don't really want. So instead of this useless wheel, guess what? You can now choose the hero in that wheel and actually spin it for your content. So if you haven't finished a hero, guess what? You can go and pick a hero and finish them off really easy at the end of the season now, using this brand new Lucky Spin wheel, which is actually a really good thing, because again, you could be saving all of those voucher tickets and the Goblin Market tickets from your other wheels that you might have not used, and use it in this one to finish off any hero you want. So really cool little feature there, but I think honestly really good little improvement to the game. And then here, this is all the other improvements. So basically, they've optimized so much stuff here. I'm just going to let you guys read it. But in a nice, quick consensus, they've allowed you to deploy better gathering legions and transport units are prioritized. So that's better for you guys. The better community integration, allowing you to go to community pages via the notice board, which is where you go for your policies. So it's a nice and easy one there. But also better exploration. So this is the one which is a bit, I hope they fix. But as you can see here, the regions no longer restricted by Orcstone progress is influenced by the misdispelling progress. When misdispelling progress in the current region where the Lord resides reaches 100%, it will scout to travel to the adjacent regions within the same levels pass. Once the misdispelling progress in all adjacent regions hit 100%, exploration of further regions will continue to be available. When the dispelling progress of all regions within the pass reaches level 100%, it will unlock exploration of regions within the next level pass, and so on. Meanwhile, explorable regions on the map will be displayed in a distinct color. So basically, what this is saying is, you can start off in your zone, and the more you start scouting, it's going to actually naturally just open up the map. So you don't now have to, the way I'm reading it, wait on the Orcstone. So the more you scout, it's going to just open up all the regions. So if you've completely done all of Zone 1 in, you know, 100% defog, Zone 2 unlocks. So then you can then defog all of Zone 2s. Once you've done that, guess what? Zone 3 unlocks. So it does it nicely broken down, so you know what you scout in, what zones what, and it gives you at least a bit of a heads up in the season of, okay, these are all my Zone 1s, this is where everyone's fighting. Okay, Zone 2, this is where we all might be heading into. Then Zone 3 is the final location. So again, at least it does it step by step for you and not overwhelm you with the whole map. So really like to see that. And then there's just the PC improvements. You know, they added some extra bits to the PC. Like to see it. Always these little small, you know, added changes that they put. Hopefully to get some better ones over time as well to the client, which is going to be really good. And then there's the feedback. So you can hit the feedback button. If you do, you're going to get some gems every single time. So always give them some feedback. It helps, you know, the game get better. Because if you don't give feedback, how the hell do these devs know what's good and what's bad? So just keep giving feedback. You get a reward for doing it. So it's a really cool update. So yeah, patch 1.019 coming on the 21st of this month again. Keep ready for it, because there's so much coming. Brand new city theme, the ability to choose heroes at the end of the season, as well as even the ability to regenerate with a brand new pity system on the war pets, guaranteeing you some epics and legendaries. So save those regeneration pots, right? So that is it. That's my video on patch 1.09. Smash like, comment, and subscribe for more daily Call of Dragons content. My name is MrSneakyy, an official Call of Dragons content creator, and hopefully I've given you patch 1.019 nicely, easily digestible, nicely timestamped all the way through, so you guys can excel and understand what's coming in the future. So thank you for watching and thank you for the support. We're almost at 4,000 subs, and with all of that ending out of the way, stay safe, stay sneaky guys, and catch you in the next video.